from Virginia, USA. And the topic is happiness. You want happiness? Let's talk about it. If you're seeing me for the very first time, I'm Sherifa Nakalema in Virginia, USA. And as I'm talking right now, is 12:44 a.m. It's night. But for some of you, I have people in the chat. For those of you who watch it later, I'm going to talk to you first. Then I'm going to talk to the people in the chat. Because when I start with the chat, it never ends. So let's first talk to you, the people who are going to watch it later. The topic is 5 F's to our happiness. And it was inspired by, I was just, YouTube, how it brings things. I never knew this gentleman, Rabbi Daniel Lapin. Maybe you know him, but I didn't before. So it showed up. There was someone was interviewing him. I listened a little bit. I didn't have much time, but I had enough time to hear him talk about the 5 F's. I said, yay, I got the topic for Friday. Because this day I discussed things that are universal, universal. Universal, is that the correct pronunciation? To all of us as people. That I try to do that on this day, on this Friday night. For me, it's morning for most of you, Saturday. But if you find me on other days in my videos, I'm talking about making money online, starting a business. Business is my passion because of these books that are always here. Yes, business is my passion, and affiliate marketing in particular because it's easy, and personal development. So those are normally what I talk about. But for this live, when I come, we chat like that. So let's talk about the 5 F's. I'm going to talk about four, and then you're going to get number 5. Because that number 5, it's interesting. So what are they, the 5? Number 1, according to him, so when he named the 5, I didn't even wait for the discussion, how he elaborated them. I didn't need to, because we can all elaborate them. So I just noted the 5. I said, let's talk about those. So number 1 is, he talked about the importance of family. Remember, we're talking about happiness, right? The importance of family to happiness. Before I even go to family, let me ask you, if we sampled like maybe 100 people, and you are one of them, and we said, what do you think is the most important thing to your happiness right now? What would make you really, really happy? I bet money is going to be on top of your list. Money. I think maybe 80% of the people would say, if I had the money, if I had a big house, if I had this, all to do with finances. But you listen, do you know that there are many people, but there's a lot of you in the chat, I apologize, welcome, but I haven't looked at the chat. I know I'm coming to you. Let me first talk about this. Do you know there are many people, billionaires even, who are not happy? They have the money, but they are not happy. Because I was about to say family. Some people, family could be more important than money, having family. Because what if you have a lot of money and you have no one? You have no one in your life. You think you'll be very happy? Do you know happy people, rich people? Some of them are very anxious. They're very anxious, especially if they got this money and they feel they got it by chance or something. Maybe they did something and they made the money. I'm not talking about lottery. I'm saying they did something and they worked and got the money. It's their money. But they're worried they may lose it. They're worried some people are going to steal their money. Like the anxiety, like that. Maybe they want to be on top. You are named the the richest person, and you're there worried you may drop to number 2. They have their own issues. So money may not be the most important thing. That's what I wanted to know. So the first F is family. And you remember I didn't hear his discussion about these 5 F's, but I went online and researched them myself, right? So with family, I found they were talking about, in fact, I got family from Happiness. It's called happiness.com. And for the family, they said, you want family for support. You want family for shelter from the outside world. Do you know, have you heard of people in the news, like something is happening and they just go in the house and lock it up and be in the house? sometimes the news people will be like outside, but you are inside. So I like this point. So shelter from the outside world. Yeah, and then you get unconditional love. You know, there is fake love. People, these influencers and stuff, people make sure they love you, they follow you, but actually they don't really care. So unconditional love is found in the family. And then shared experiences, people you can talk to about your life, things that happen. And remember, we're discussing how these affect your happiness, right? A sense of belonging. Okay, you belong somewhere. Those are points to do with family. That's why family makes you happy. F number 2. You're going to answer F number 5, remember? I'm going to stop on 4. F number 2 is finances. Now, I don't have to elaborate finances, how finances may make you happy. I'll leave it up to you. I'm not even going to try. You know how having a lot of money, not a lot of money, by the way. I'm not in favor of too much money. I love money, but not too much of it, because too much of it could spoil you. So let's say you have enough to do whatever. I'm not going to go into the benefits of having finances. I think you can elaborate with that. Number 3, friendships. Friendships are F number 3. They're very, very important because they give you company, right? And this one I also researched online, but then they said that actually want like 3 to 5. 3 to 5 friendships. You don't have too many, don't want too many. Because you need a good friend. Because you could say people you call friends may not actually be friends. It has to be mutual, like care about each other. So they said 3 to 5 is good enough. And I added my thing here. This, no one talked about it, but for me, I thought a friend is good for you, someone you can share. Share your thoughts with, share something confidential with, especially if you are like in a marriage, right? I think in a marriage, that's when you need a friend. Because now, if you are with a husband is supposed to be your friend, if I'm a female, or if a wife, a man, your wife is supposed to be your friend. But then, if something is happening between you, your friction, something is going on, it's bothering you, I don't think family is the best place to go. Because the family, you know the family thing? Dr. Phil explained it well. He said the family and also children, they shouldn't know the conflict between the two of you, because once you tell them and then you go resolve it, they get confused. They said the other day you were saying he was so bad, he was so horrible, and now you're happy. What's that? They get confused because the relationship of a man and woman is weird. Once they get together, then they forgive each other and then they're back to normal. Now you leave the other people confused. So a friend is better. You go talk to a friend will be understanding, more understanding, and maybe if he's a good friend, they're going to advise you. Not even a good friend, only if you're in a bad relationship. But if you are in a good relationship and they wish you well, they will not advise you to leave your man or your woman. They wouldn't. They just say, how about you do this or you do that? They tend to make you feel. And if you are lucky, you could have a friend who's a friend to both of you. So that would be a good thing. A friend, I think I added that for confidential communications, I think a friend is good. Okay, number 4. Maybe I should have asked you number 4 too. Maybe you wouldn't guess it. But it's fitness, F for fitness, but it's not a physical health. That one we take for granted. But without health, imagine if you can't walk, if you can't do all these basic things with your body, it's not, someone was saying it's not body, it's body. That's true. How do you say B-O-D-Y? English is my second language. I don't know. Your body. Fitness, okay, I researched that a little bit. They said if you're physically fit, it means you have good numbers, right? Your numbers, your metrics of your body, things like high blood pressure, which leads to stroke, the risk of stroke is lowered. Then you have a stronger immune system. You don't get disease. When COVID came, COVID-19, that's when you got to know who was weak and who wasn't. Some people were just having it like a little cold and they're fine. Most people died. See? So the stronger immune system is important. And then they mentioned positive emotion. You know, when you go to the gym or when you go walk at a brisk walk and you're sweating, and you feel good. You feel good. That's when we're talking about affirmations. He said, say them with energy. With energy, you feel good. So, physical health or fitness is very, very good. There are many other advantages. Now, I'm going to the chat. For those of you who are watching me, I did this for you. The ones who are going to come later, I didn't want to bore you with my chats because I talk to them. When I start, it never ends. Especially if there is a Mosanje in the chat, we go on and on. So I said, let me give you the information. But number 5, I'm still withholding number 5. So it's right here. I'm not talking about it yet because I want someone to guess it. Let's see. What's number 5? And then I'm going to ask you. Let's recap the 4. Family, finances, friendships, and physical fitness. So which one of those do you think is more important? If you had to rank them, which one which one is number 1 for you? I'm about to ask the people in the chat. Now the game changes. Once I open the chat, it starts to go. I never know where it ends, depending on what they are chatting. Oh, welcome. Sherifa in the house. Ronnie, Bruno, welcome. Let's see. I'm going up. I saw Kalemakiwe one here. Welcome. I see Robert. I see. See, that's why I didn't open it. Once I open it and help many people in this world, what are you talking about? For me, I need too much money. No. When you said too much money, have you heard of people who win the lottery? You know where it ends them? You may think you have unlimited, then it gets finished. Do you know that money has so many taxes and stuff and all that stuff? Oh, are you sure? How much do you want? Let me see. Ashraf, you say you want a lot of money. How much is a lot of money to you? Say it in Uganda shillings. Let me see. Or in US dollars. Okay. Who wants to get, I don't see Janet in here. Janet, do we have Janet? Kekiwe, are you still here? Please, those who are on the outside, please chat in the chat so I know who you are. Ronnie, you didn't sleep? Welcome. So tell me about $1 trillion. No, don't just say it like that. Ashraf, so if you got it, what would you do with it? Seriously, I'm serious. Too much money can be a problem. And you know who's going to feel the problem? Your family. Now, since you are a Muslim man, you're going to marry 4 women, right? They say Islam allows you to marry 4. Then you want 4 women. You see all the problems you start getting into? Yet, you are happier earlier. You are happier. For me, I would say, just get enough to donate and do all those good things. But when it becomes too much, it comes with problems. Remember I talked about people stealing it? They want to steal it. They're stealing it and they're stealing it. And now you are over there worried they're stealing it, right? Yeah. And if you are in USA here, the tax people, they're auditing and checking and always checking. Oh, I was wondering, what was Janet? You know, when you are not here, we miss you. There are people we miss in the chat when they're not here. So I gave you 4 F's. Family, finances, friendships, and fitness for your happiness. What do you think is missing? Let's see who can get it right. I'll clap for you. Well, a clap, is that a good thing? By now I introduced something on this channel. It's called, let me find it. It's called, let me go get it. Cup of tea. Cup of coffee. In fact, I should call it cup of tea. You know what? I should have called it a cup of tea. They were asking if I could change it. You know, it's called cup of coffee. And you know what a cup of coffee does? It's like the other day I was explaining super chats. Super chats, when we go live the way we are, that it is good to marry 4 women. Is that a good thing, Bruno, or a bad thing? Do you know the stress of having 4 women? Oh, that's stress. I've seen people who try it. There's no happiness there. So that's my opinion. I introduced something called buy me a coffee. It's like the other day I was explaining, I think it was Musanje who was asking what does super chat mean. Like when you are right here live, people tend to chat with, they put money on the chats, but mostly when they are busy, have you been in a chat where the chat is really going fast with so many people chatting? So I couldn't read what you're putting. So people stop the chat by donating. It's like it's a super chat, like a tip. Like you tip, and then when you process the money and it comes with your chat, it stops. It goes on top, so that I'm forced to see it. But some people just like to support. I want this channel to get better. I want it to have micro. How is my sound? By the way, you comment about my sound. How are you hearing my sound? Because I feel like you need better sound. I want better cameras and stuff like that. So I need your support. Now I'm saying it. So I signed up for a cup of coffee. They start with $5. They say, okay, are you buying one cup? One cup is $5. 2, 3, 4, whatever I want to buy. I remember buying people some cups of coffee. I used to do it. Then the other day I was saying, someone was talking about it. You could do it on YouTube. I said, okay, let me go sign up. So that's my link. You'll see that in all the descriptions I bring now is up there. It's in there in the description. If you want to support the channel, I want to buy better equipment. And I want to take this channel to 20,000 subscribers. Please support, share. Okay, Janet says, you enjoy yourself with many women. Janet, are you the one saying that? Oh, you know the obligations that come with 4 women? If you said 2, I would say, okay, 2, fair, okay, it's understandable. But 4, no. Even physically, you can't deal with 4 women. Okay, I have a question for you. We said 5 Fs. 5 Fs. So which one is number 5? Try to guess. Which one is F number 5? What is missing here? Let's assume, let me go slowly. You have family, you are very happy with family. You have finances, you are happy, you have your trillions, Ashraf. You have friendships, you are very happy, you have good friends. You have physical fitness, you are okay, you are healthy. So what's missing? What's the last F? What's the other F? And you can also talk about other things that we haven't mentioned here. What makes you happy? Janet, Bruno, what is number 5? Let's do it quick enough because I'm going to go into the details of these. What, like the details, which one is more important to you? I want to go into that, but after we've named number 5. So who wants to try? What's missing? If you got family, you have the money, you have the friendships, you have the fitness, you are healthy, what's missing? And it starts with F. The 5th F, I'm looking. Those of you come later, but I think we're going to name it before the end. I have asked you to please put in the chat. If you can chat at this point, before I answer it, put in the chat. I wonder what happened to Professor Tanya. She used to respond like that. Like she would go in, when I'm live like this, she would respond to every segment. Like everything I'm asking, she would put in the chat. It was fun to read her comments. Professor Tanya, are you okay? I have to find you. I have to go look for you at your channel. It was fun to see her comments. Like right now, as I'm asking, she would put the answer before you get to the answer, because we're going to get to the answer, right? Let me see. Anyone? What's missing? What? Why would you give me that answer? You know what someone put? Females. That the 5th F is female. What is in family? So we don't have the females in the family? Or in the friendships? No. That's a no. Maybe you are trying to be funny. No, it didn't work. Okay. Someone is wondering, really? We covered the women in the family. I don't know how many families you want, but you got it already. Wow, please like the live, please. Like it so that we support it. Like it and share. Okay, give me the F, please. You well tried, but no, not good. No, not a good answer. We already covered the females. Janet, you want to try? What's missing? The rest of you, I don't know if you don't know how to chat. What, you don't see the chat right there? Okay. Please give me the F so we can continue the discussion. Without it, I can't continue. We need the answer. What's missing? Those of you who are coming, what's missing? Mark the live. Say at this point, this is what I think is my answer. Although I'm about to give you the answer. If no one gives it, Janet, I expected you to give an answer. If you have your family, you're happy. You have your money, you're okay. You have your friendships, you're fine. And you have your health, fitness, what's missing? What's missing? You can use another word that's not F. We make it, we change it to F. I'll show you the word I'm looking for. But what's missing? What? Fantasy. So is fantasy a thing? Is fantasy a thing? So, Janet, fantasy. So you see fantasy as a thing. If you have some fantasy, do you know, if you had called it fun, maybe, but fantasy, actually it's not fun, it's not fantasy. What is it? I'm actually surprised, Janet. What is it? Something is missing here. You have your family, you have your money, you have your friends, you have your fitness. What's missing? Sorry, I've just woken up. So the brain is not working. You're in fantasy. What time is your prayers? You're about to go for prayers, right? Okay. If you are not going to chat much, I'm going to close it quickly. How long has it been? Who can see the live? How long has it been? I'll cut it short if we are not going to have a lively discussion. I'll just cut it. Janet, Robert, what do you think is missing? If you have your family and your finances and your friends and your fitness, your health, what's missing? Yeah? Okay, someone just joined us. We are here asking ourselves, we are looking for happiness. It's like looking. You know how you look? You know how we used to do in Senen and Uganda? You look for it. Okay, we all want happiness. And I just named 4. I said this information, I got it from Rabbi Daniel Lapin. He was just giving an interview and he said 5 F's. And I just gave you 4. And I said the importance of family to your happiness, money, finances, friendships, fitness. Number 5, try one more time. If you can't try, we're going to have a short live because I'm going to give it to you and we're going to... By the way, let's talk about the time. You know, I moved this live. It used to be at 10:30 p.m. my time, which was, that's Eastern, US Eastern, which was 5:30 a.m. in Uganda. And it used to be 10:30 a.m. for you, Janet. Do you think we should keep it up? We should move it up again and be with the USA people? The reason I put it here, I thought we'll wait for Uganda to wake up. But what do you think? Let's vote. What time do you prefer? The people in Uganda, people like Bruno, people like Magara Robert, if we put it back to American time, you'll have to wake up at 5:30. Should we go back to that? What do you think? It's now 8 a.m. in Uganda because we could put it back up. Oh, friend, Janet, actually you just woke up. You just woke up because you missed the friend. I said family, I said finances, I said friendships, and I said fitness. Okay, I'll just give you the answer, but then we're gonna continue this. Can someone tell me how long I've been here? I don't want to be less than 30 minutes. How long have you been here? Yeah? Or can you see somewhere where it's showing how long I've been here? Bruno, can you see that? If it gets to 30 minutes, we can end it. I don't want a live that's less than 30 minutes in this format. Okay? So, do you get? No, it's not friend. The answer is faith. Faith. I thought Janet would get that one. Is faith. Without faith, you know, these days there are people who live life without faith. So they said the importance of faith. Faith means you believe in the bigger power, the creator, right? I should have put it at number one, but I put it last because I wanted you to try 28 minutes, yeah. I'll close it shortly because it's not a live, well, it's not like truncated. If it's not truncated, I'll close it because I don't want to, like, people who come later, like they say, we are just almost wasting their time. So faith is number 5. So you need a family, according to Rabbi Daniel Lapin, and I agree with him. Family, finances, friendships, fitness, and faith. And the importance of faith, according to the research I did a little bit earlier, it gives you hope. If you believe in the creator, I don't know what you call your creator. I call my creator Allah or God. I don't know what you call your creator. But assuming you believe, right? You have faith. It gives you hope. Hope, you know, hope. We need hope for tomorrow. And it gives you, like, when you do something really, really, really horrible, you know, the creator, you ask for forgiveness. That's a good thing with your happiness. Because if you made a terrible mistake and you feel like, wow, how am I going to live life like that? If you go and ask for forgiveness, you believe you're forgiven, now you're happier. And then it says it helps you overcome hardships. Like when you have a hardship happen in your life and you believe in a creator, you have the faith, you get over the hardships faster. I think you can deal with it better if you have that. Then the power of prayer, I believe in prayer, like you pray and feel better because there's a creator. Another one, you enjoy what we have. Because, you know, there's someone who was talking about, yes, connection of your God. You didn't say it though. You said, I gave it to you. I was hoping someone would name it. You didn't say it. So I was listening to someone, actually someone who was a known person who became a Muslim, and the reason he gave was that all his life he's been chasing money, right? More money and more this and all that. His life was just about that. But then, when he met some Muslims, he said that they were happy. They were happy without a lot of money. Because at this point, enjoy what we have. That they know how to be happy with what they have. Okay, if you get more, fine. But even if you don't get more, you're still fine. So that is to do with faith. Okay? And that's happiness right there. You know, we talk about gratitude, being grateful. That's happiness right there. And then it says, I don't know about this one. It said that when you have faith, it eradicates jealousy. Is that true, Janet? Is that true? Give me your feedback on that one. Yes, it was faith, Janet. You just woke up, you forgot. So they're saying that when you have faith, the faith eradicates jealousy. People who believe in the creator or the God, they're not jealous people. I don't know. You know, that's why the Muslims, sorry for those who are not Muslims, but quote Islam a lot. They say, we say mashallah, when you see someone is beautiful and all that, instead of getting to the jealousy, you say mashallah, it helps stop that feeling of jealousy. You say mashallah and you balance it out like that. And maybe they're right that it eradicates jealousy, but you have to be a very, very strong believer. But people are jealous a lot. Do you agree? That you have many, you don't have a fan here. I think let me switch it off for a minute. Do you have a lot of jealous people? Even your friends could be jealous, I'm telling you. Like if you have, for example, you have a friend and they are married, you're married too, but they see that your marriage is happy, like things are going good. There could be some jealousy there, yet this one is your friend. So do you agree that when someone has faith, they're not jealous? Janet, I want you to respond to that one. You know, when this chat doesn't have Musa and Geoffrey, we can see that she's not here. Two people, when they're not in the chat, maybe Yeah, Bruno, I don't know that, Bruno, I want to add you. You not chat as much. People who chat continuously. Janet is waking up. Normally she chats more, so would feel when she's not here. Okay. Janet, do you agree, or all of you, do you agree that people who have faith are not jealous people? You agree with that or you don't? Let me hear that, and then I'm about to close this live. This live didn't go. I also asked you about the time. Should we keep it at this time or should we put it back? Because when I put it back, that means I'm going back to Massa. Massa misses this because she's sleeping. She's in New York, she's sleeping, 1 a.m. If I'm going to include Massa in this live, I would have to come at 5:30 in Uganda. Uganda would be 5:30, UAE would, Malaysia would be 10:30. Is that okay, Janet? Janet, do you want us to go back to 10:30 or we keep this one? You vote. Bruno, Mr. Magala, will you be able to come 5:30 a.m.? I could try it for the next Friday. Because now we had moved it further along, waiting for people to wake up, but maybe it's not a good time. Okay, so now that we know that there are 5, right? Assuming you agree that these are really, really important for your happiness. Sharing a man is another story. I don't know. People do it. There are advantages to that and disadvantages. Okay. Because men, whether they do it officially or not officially, it's a big story there. They are not happy with one, it seems, the way they were made, the way God made them. Okay, let's stick with this. Let's summarize and close it. We have family, yes. We have finances, we have friendships, we have fitness, we have faith. Do you agree that if you had those and in a balanced way, that this, you'll be a happy person? I think I agree. So out of the 5, what are you missing? Let me see. Please, let's go through this quickly. I'm about to close it. Out of these 5, what are you missing? Or what do you have? Okay, let me switch it. What do you have already? Do you have family? I'm going to put family as number 1, finances number 2, friendship number 3, fitness number 4, and number 5 is faith. So which one of these do you have? Janet, family, finances, friendships, fitness, faith, which one is okay already? So that we know what we have to get. In fact, he was talking about, I think a little bit I heard him mention that he keeps a notebook, some kind of notebook to remind himself which area he has not covered yet. Maybe he does it on a daily basis. I don't know the way he does it. Because he was talking about journaling like a notebook. Like, okay, today have I dealt with my family need, like balancing. Because you may look at these on paper, but practically it's not very easy to make sure everything's in line, right? Okay, friendships. Are you dealing with the friendships right? Finances. Are you making sure? But then there is something I forgot to mention. I almost forgot to mention. They did a survey they said it was in the UK, right? And it was over 500 people. I wrote it here because I thought it was interesting. Let's see if you agree with it. That over 500 people, they asked them what makes them happy, how the finances make them happy. And it was interesting because what made them happy was seeing the money in the bank. Like going to the bank and seeing they have a large balance. That is more important than how much money they are paid. For example, you can have a high salary, right? Like whenever you get paid a lot of money. But if when you check your bank account, it's not there, you still not be a happy person. But the person who maybe is paid lower and they save, they have some money, they make sure they have emergency funds, stuff like that, they were happier people. And this goes to the point that when you look at your bank account and there's no money, you become anxious. If there's a low balance, You become anxious, so you're not happy. It goes to Tony Robbins said something that even when you're in the process of making money, right? You don't have the right amount that will make you happy yet, right? That keep some money around you. Don't use it. I used to keep $50 in this. I think I moved it. You know, when I used to go live on TikTok, because they didn't want to be money, I used to keep a $50 here, but for a different reason. But he was saying, for example, in America, in America they have a $200 bill. Did you know that? A $200 bill? Because you may think the highest is actually, the biggest is $100. Actually, they have 200. But let's assume 100, right? Is what we use more as the highest bill. That keep $100 in your wallet. Just keep it there without using it. That just keeping the largest bill. I talked about this before because I remember asking in Uganda, what is the largest? Was it 50,000? What do you have at the highest paper money? Mr. Magala, Bruno, what do you have at the highest paper money in Uganda? Is it 50,000? What? That get it, instead of keeping the money in the bank, get out the 50,000. If you had some saving in the bank, get it out. Bruno, this is for you. Get it out and keep it in your wallet. Don't use it. That whenever you open your wallet and see that you have this, it makes you content. One of the reasons when you are doing with the law of attraction, I am affirmation, when I keep saying, go to your happy place, it makes you happy, content. Like, oh, I have money. Just by seeing it. So, it's the same as this survey, I think. When they say that people were happier when they saw they have large balance, good balance in their bank account. Are you sure? I'm sure. This helps. When you want to attract more money, these things, remember, your goal is to keep yourself not worried. It was Al Nightingale, quoting my Lord, the one who said the strangest secret in the world, anxiety, being anxious, being worried. He called it poison. It kills. So when you keep your money in a wallet, that large bill, don't use it just for looking at it. You keep thinking, you feeling like you have money. So the anxiety goes, and then it helps you attract more money. Try it, Bruno. Don't ask me. Go try it. Go get the largest bill. Is it 50? How much is the largest bill in Uganda? Is it 50 or 50? Okay. So go get 50. Try it, and put it in your wallet, but don't use it. Keep it right there for looking. Like whenever I check, it's there. Whenever I check, put it where you see all the time. They say it keeps you content. And content is what you want. Anxiety is a bad thing. If you're always worried, go do it. Because it's going to keep you happy. Like content. I have that. So in case of something happened, at least I have that. You don't worry too much. So that's the survey. They were saying that people who were seeing that they have a balance in their bank account, they're happier than the people who made a lot of money, but they didn't have it in the bank. They didn't have it anything, like it's finished. You know the people who make a lot of money, but it's gone, like it comes and goes really quickly? Okay, I'm going to end this one. Let's recap. If you want to be happy, I don't know if you agree with this or not. I asked you which ones you have, you didn't respond. I didn't like this chat very much today. I don't know. Maybe I got you so early or something. It wasn't like moving quickly. I expected us to be discussing this more, but I guess we're going to close it because this is what I was hoping. I was hoping that I'm going to ask you, okay, which one is missing of the 5? You want to try? You want to try to do? We try? Because I'm about to close it. If you want to, we can go the way I thought I was going to do it. I thought I was going to ask you, which one of these is missing? Or which one of these do you have already? So it gets you thinking which one you need to have to work to get. Okay, is it family that you don't have? Is it money? Everyone's going to say money. Is it friendships? They said 3 to 5. You need to have 3 to 5 to be happy. Good friends we're talking about. We're not talking about acquaintances. You know there's acquaintances, the people you talk to casually. We're talking about really good friends. So if you have 3, you'll be okay. Then we talked about fitness. That one is important. Make sure you sweat every day. Sweat. Go run around. They say the brisk walk. And before the brisk walk, make sure you stretch. I'm not a doctor, but these are things I just learned. So stretch, and then go for a walk. Run, sweat. You're going to feel better. Sweat in the morning. The best in the morning if you can do it. Run around and sweat. Take a shower, then get too busy to work. The other habits we talked about, the being quiet for a moment, being grateful, those, we're talking about these for today, okay? And the faith, hopefully you believe in God, right? The people who don't believe in God, this is America, it's weird. Many people actually, they don't. They say they believe in what? They have, some people believe there is God, but they don't believe in religion. There are those categories. Then there are those who don't believe in God at all. If you went to the topic to go ask people, you'll be surprised, actually shocked. Okay, they believe in the Big Bang and all that stuff. That's not me though. Okay, I'm going to close this. Hopefully you're going to make a list and remember the 5 F's. As you know, I picked this up. You'll see me talk about it much more in the future videos. As we continue on, we're going to be referring to the 5 F's because we want to be happy people. But you know, I emphasize the money part, the money. We need the money. It's time, when you don't have money, there is something the anxiety that comes to you. It's like everything else doesn't work well. If you don't have the money, it affects the family, it affects the friendship. Now you're borrowing from people. Now you start hiding from your friends. You didn't pay them back their money. You see how the money affects all the other things. The fitness. You can't do the fitness when you are. Maybe you can, like here, you have to pay for gym memberships. You can't pay for memberships when you don't have the money. So our money affects the other things, except the faith one. The faith one, you don't have to be rich. You have money to believe in God, right? Okay. So thank you all so much. Please add the comments. You know, when you do lives, we chat, but we forget to add comments. It's not, you can't add comments yet, can you? On a live? Add comments. And remember to buy me a cup of coffee. Those of you who come later, there's a link in my description of this video. Go support this channel. I never talked about this, something like this, but I think we need to take this message to another level. We need better quality. We need microphone. I asked you about the sound. Is this sound okay? You confirm to me, please. Is this the way I speak? Is it clear to you? Because some people say it's horrible. I need a mic. I need to buy a mic and sound sharper, like sharper in the sound. Okay, and yeah, okay, you may be hearing me well, but there is a sound that comes. Have you heard of a podcast? Like when people are speaking like on the radio, the way they speak, that's not how I speak here. It's because of that mic. The sharpness is not there. So we're gonna need to buy some equipment. Thank you all so much. I don't know what happened to the chat today. You didn't tell me what time you prefer. I'm going to try to go back to the 10 p.m. one to bring America back because now we left America. Massa 10. You sure you confirm to me, Bruno and Mr. Magala, will you be able to come at 5:30? Janet, will you be able to come at 10 a.m., 10:15, 10:30, like that? Let me see. Can you do it, Janet? Because when I do that one, it's for Malaysia and USA. Because we miss Massa. Massa has not seen us for a while. We've been doing them in the morning Uganda time. We can take it back. Maybe the next one I come. Okay, who wants the one for Friday? No, for Sunday, for driving. You want me to drive on Sunday? Who wants me to drive on Sunday? I had promised to take you on the highway on Sunday. Because I do those lives for Uganda on Sunday. Do you want a live? We do it here or we do it on the road on Sunday? Vote for that one as I close this one. Me. Where? You want the highway, the road? Okay. Inshallah, God willing, I'll take you on the road, on the bigger road. I've been driving on small roads. On Sunday, if everything goes well, I'll drive you on the highway, the big one. Kindly repeat the fives. Janet, you are really sleeping today. Janet, will you make, if you compound to me that you make the 10, we could even stretch it like and bring, Janet, I know Masa, we miss Masa here in the chat. We could make the next Friday one 15 p.m. Will you make it 10 a.m. Janet, or you're going to be walking? You can chat while you're walking. I'll confirm, but for those of you in Uganda, the next one may not be for you. I'll do it earlier when I have USA in the house. Okay? So Janet, okay, the 5 F's are like this. Someone is asking that I repeat. I've been repeating. Janet, you are sleeping today. Number 1 is family. In fact, let me summarize and tell you the benefits of these 5, then I'll close it. Number 1 is family. Number 2 is finances. Number 3 is friendships. Number 4 is fitness. Number 5 is faith. For family, family is good for support. Family is good for shelter from the outside world. Family is good for unconditional love. Family is good for because you share experiences, because you live together, right? You have a shared history. You can talk about, you know, like growing up, young children, they have like later, they have these experiences they can share about in their family, what happened and all that stuff. So that's good. Then family is good also for a sense of belonging. Feel like you belong to a family. Finances, I said I'm not going to elaborate much on that. You know what finances do. They affect the family, they affect friendship, they affect everything. So finances is good. Okay, Jana, let's try to bring it earlier, to move it from this time and see. Let's say we'll start in terms of 10, 15, 10, 30 there. I'll talk to Masa first. We'll see. Inshallah, next Friday. Okay, number 2, finances. Yes, I said you know how finances affect. You know when you have money, how it affects you. Then friendships. We said friendships are good to keep you company. They are good for... In fact, I didn't mention this, I think. They said that your happiness and their happiness. That's why they better be good friends, that they're happy when you are happy. Something happens nice in your life, they're happy for you, and the same thing, vice versa. So that's a good friend. And they said 3 to 5 is a good number to have as friends. Although I don't think you can have really good friends 5, maybe 3. If you're talking about the mutual friendship, two-way. You know, you could have a friendship that's lopsided, that someone is benefiting from always you're the one helping the person, it's always one-sided. But for two-way friendship, they're not very common. So if you have 3, that's good. Then depend on confidentiality, that was me. I added it, that a friend you can talk to, that's a good one for friendships. Physical fitness, that's physical health. We said it's good for lower your number, to have good numbers. You know, it's not just blood pressure. The body has so many numbers, I'm not a doctor, that have to balance out the potassium level, the whatever, all that stuff. So if you're physically fit and eating well and all that, it's not just physical fitness, but health, in general, good health. It helps with, you reduce the problems, health problems. And then you have a strong immune system, yes. And they said positive emotions. Like when you go run, like Janet, when you go walk. Oh, today I forgot to share your you know, I always share your channel. Let me find it. I always like to share your channel, but I think these people have already subscribed, right? Have you subscribed to Janet's channel or not yet? Let me bring it again. You know, I always bring it. Let's support Janet. So when you go Janet for those walks, don't you feel better? When you come sweating, like today I went to the gym. Actually for me today was a packed day. I went to the gym, took a quick shower, went to the masjid. It's been like every hour. I used it very, very well today. So, and maybe that helped because I went to the gym and you move, you come, you get to the masjid, you come back and you did the faith thing. See? Just today, let's see. I did all these almost. Yeah, that's good. I didn't make good money today. So that one, no. Okay, and I said fitness. Then the other one we said faith. Faith is good for you because it gives you hope. Forgiveness, like when you do some horrible thing, you ask God for forgiveness, you feel better, happier. Then overcome hardships when things are tough. At least you know you can go to your Creator. Then you believe in prayer. That's connected. And then enjoy what we have. Because of the faith, you tend to be grateful for what we have, and you're a happy person, actually. Faith, if I was to pick of all five, I think faith. Faith is number one, because even when you're sick and you have the faith, you still feel fine. But then number two, I wanted us to rank them. We didn't do it. Fitness is number two. Health. If you have faith and health, I think those are very, very important. Then you start adding on the others. The money comes later, actually. If you are to choose between family and money, some people may choose family. Some people may choose, maybe friendships would be. If you have family, even if you don't have friends, I think you can survive. And maybe friendships will be last. For me, if I were to rank them, I'll say faith, health, finances, family, friendship. If you were to rank them, we didn't go through all that. You feel better? Janet, which one is number one of these? I gave faith number one. Then I gave health, which is fitness, number two. I gave family, number three. Finances, number four. Friendship, number five. How do you rank them? Put in the comment for me. That would be nice to see. Which one of these, how do you rank them? Okay. And he said that faith, believe, enjoy what we have, eradicates jealousy. I wasn't sure about that one. That people who believe in God, they're not jealous people. I don't think so. Some are. I'm telling you, because even when you're a believer, there are still some challenges, even for those who believe. Haven't you heard people who are believers, people who even preach, whether they are in the church or the masjid or whatever, and then they do these horrible things? Yeah. So I don't think just because you believe everything is like perfect. No, they have their own issues. You agree? Okay. Thank you all so much. Please support Janet. I just put a link there. If you haven't supported her channel, she just started a YouTube channel. She walks, and it's good. We see. It's one of the things we need. Maybe when you see her walking, you're going to walk too. Walk. I do. I walk, I run, I do all kinds of things. Sweating is good for you. And eat well and fast sometimes. They say fasting helps your body also, your health. I'm not a doctor, I'm just saying these things. Thank you all so much. So Sunday, those of Sunday, Uganda, I'm going to do it around 9 p.m. your time. For those of you who want to see my driving on Sunday, it's going to be around 2 p.m. USA Eastern Time. That will be around 9 p.m. Uganda time. God willing. Now, for those of you on next Friday, the way we did this one, we're going to, if you find us, by the way, you wake up and find us here. Those of you in Uganda. But we will not start with you. We'll start earlier. That's the intention, right? To come earlier, maybe you won't find us. It depends how it goes. Sometimes it's fun. We continue with it. Sometimes it ends quickly. Thank you all so much. Like I always end them, I say, take very good care of yourself. Take very good care of your families. Take very good care of your health. You see all these. But share this. I feel this is valuable information. Share it with others. Take a step to a better you. Bye-bye. Like it, share it.